Good morning, everyone. I spent a little time drawing some playground ideas this morning. I started with this GIS image of the property, so my tree placement is based on these long shadows, so it may not be exactly right, but here's the house and the property line is out here. Here we are. The blue is the property line, and I can't see the existing pergola, but this is the approximate location. You guys help me with location, but Sonia said maybe they might want to build in this direction. There seems to be more room going this way, so I'm just throwing out a bunch of ideas. I love a wide and tall swing set. I have this design that's just built out of 6x6s, and I'm showing the swings at full width so we make sure we don't run into anything like trees or another structure. But it's 10 feet off the ground and 12 feet wide, and it has plenty of room for 4 swings or 2 swings and a sawhorse thing, seahorse, whatever, another thing. But very flexible as they grow. This could become a slack line. This could become trickier swings, whatever. But it's way more fun to swing high than it is to just swing in a little bitty swing set. Here is a picture of one installed. This hardware is available from the same place where I get my slides and swings and everything, and this is just a nice way to keep the torque from twisting things around. Not very expensive. So that swing set. Here's the washed up swing. I think the moms are going to need a place to sit and watch the kids back here in the shade. I think that would be very useful as is. I designed this whole play fort with all kinds of ideas. This is a 6x6 structure that is 5 feet off the ground. I have this turning slide. It looks like this. It might even be this one. A tree fell and crushed this play fort, so we changed it up to make it a little more difficult for the bigger kids. But there's the slide I'm showing, there's an example of the ladder that I'm showing, and there's an example of the climbing wall. This is just plywood covered with artificial turf from Home Depot, and the slide place also sells these climb holds. But there are lots of ways to get up and down into the play fort. Ladder. They sell this rope climb thing that's pretty fun for kids this age. There's a better picture of it. And here's the other slide I'm showing, the super wave slide. It's actually pretty fast. So this whole climbing wall super wave slide really could come into play in like 3 years when they're 4 years when they're older and kind of bored with the more baby-like structure. But here it is. I've got some basic fence board kind of walls or deck board kind of walls. This one has a little peephole cutout. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can get, like a pirate ship wheel to drive this boat. I usually put a grab bar at the top. This is 4.5 feet tall. This is a canvas over some framing that's not shown, just a very affordable, quick way to do a roof. You can get it with grommets. I have a resource for that as well. This gives you room to put in like a teepee, hang out underneath, and it would be clean and dry from the roof above. And then obviously if this is older kid stuff, this side would be closed in with something. Could be just regular deck finish, or you can also order this cool Tom Sawyer looking rope. Got a resource for that. Anyway, there's just a bunch of ideas, a place for us to all jump on board and have other ideas. Talk soon.